is really loud in my ears. Hello! Thank you for your patience. Sorry about the random reschedule. As I said, nothing was completely wrong. I just needed to daylight savings has not been very kind to me. I needed a day to get like a little bit of extra sleep and recovery time. So thank you for your patience and working with me about just needing to shove this one to just today. So we're still keeping the 3-stream week. We're just I just needed to do a little nudge. But yeah, daylight savings has not been very kind to me. I came home and I was like, I'm so tired. I don't have any energy. I'm gone. Ugh. With the change of weather, because spring is here and it's like so bizarre to look outside my window. It's very, very bizarre to look outside my window and be like, oh my god, there's sunlight out there. Hello, Bubba, if it isn't the piece of toast. But yeah, it's so bizarre actually seeing sunlight outside my window at this time when I stream, because I'm so mentally used to it being like dark outside. I'm so mentally used to the darkness that I am shocked that it is now officially like sunshine. It's oh. I had rain recently, if that makes you feel better. So we got sunshine, which is good because I took some stuff from the 3D resin printer and just set it outside to cure. Which was, I was essentially doing a lot of bat cleanup today when I was gone. Oh, wait, Belated Miku and Super Mario. Wait, was it Miku Day yesterday? Was it Miku Day yesterday? I know it was Mario Day. Was it Miku Day yesterday? I didn't realize it was Miku Day. Okay. Good day. But yeah, I set some stuff outside to actually like cure in the sunlight, which was good for it, I think. Set a lot of my junk out there to like fully cure, and don't worry, there's no like project out of it. I'm still like learning my ways. So hand cams on 3D resin printing stuff is going to be a while. Oh, Miku was on the 9th, Mario Bros was on the 10th. Okay. Yeah, I knew Mario Day because of the way that if you simplify March and put MAR and then 10, it's like, yeah, it's Mario. I had to tell one person that, and they like, oh, that's why. I didn't realize oh yeah, 009, Miku. Miku Day. Got it. Wait, she had a #1 on her tattoo. I'm not a full Miku enthusiast. I just know that there is like sometimes there is the thing called Miku Day. But yeah, I hope everyone else is doing all right today. Like I said, once again, sorry about the minor shove. Usually when I have my schedules cleared up, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go, and then just suddenly I'm like, oh, I need to like do some adjustments. It's always so sad. It's like I always have my schedules ready to go. I'm like, yes, I'm going to do this, and then life happens, and then I am like barely conscious. But yeah, don't worry. Like I said, everything was fine. There was nothing bad happened. I was just like, I needed that spare day. I needed that spare day to myself. But don't worry, tomorrow we're doing AWOO Day. We're doing the AWOO event in Honkai Star Rail tomorrow, which I'm kind of looking forward to doing. AWOO! Yeah, I love. You know, you get your one Honkai Star Rail talk during every game. I swear, it's like if everybody gets one. Every stream gets one. Actually, I don't think I brought it up for Zelda yet, but yeah, every stream gets one. And then I get obsessed about it. Then it becomes excessive. Anyway, Anyway. Not yet. True. Very true. Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure I'm all like adjusted properly. I am going to admit this right now. I don't think I have the vocal capabilities for Von Karma today. My throat is technically fine, but I think with like my level of enthusiasm, I'm thinking I'm going to try, but if I can't seem to like dredge up the Von Karma tone, I'm going to be like, yeah, he's just gonna be read by me verbatim. he's just gonna have to live with the sorceress vocal tones. He's just gonna have to live with the sorcerer's vocal tones if she's unable to get the Von Karma silence moment. Hello. All right. I think I babbled enough. Let's get this narrative started. Also, I am going to talk about it now before I get fully into it. I am very much looking forward to tomorrow as like a fun moment to sit down and actually talk about how I felt after 3.1, because I'll be honest, I was really short with it, and so I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about how I felt about it during the excursion. But yeah, anyway, look forward to that. Need to continue, and this is still very loud in my ears. Yeah, I have to turn this like way down, because if I try to turn down the volume in the game itself, it will like instantly just turn itself off. Like, I don't want to turn it off, I just want to like a little bit lower. Hiya, Crow. Yeah, everything's going good. We're about ready to get started. Now, I believe where we left off, we technically got Edgeworth. We got Edgeworth an extra day, and then we went around looking for more evidence, and we realized that the Steel Samurai balloon was the Gordy in question. Lotta Heart was very disappointed. We hung out with Missile. We hung out with a Shiba named Missile, and then oh yeah, there was this weird old granddad in a boat rental shack who has a parrot named Polly. That will be fun. I believe that's it. I believe that's the recap. Yeah, that's the recap. Let's go save Phoenix's future boyfriend. I'm sorry. I should do a Sorceress Tea Time where we just talk about ships. I feel like I should just like do a Sorceress Tea Time where we just talk about ships. Just for funsies. Although I will probably only talk about ships that I know. I'm not, my media diet has lessened a lot recently, but it's like I think I could probably talk about some ships. No, I mean ships as in pairings. Oh, you're joking. Never mind. You were kidding. Got it. Sorry, stream delays. Anyway, before I get myself caught up in the techno babble that is me, because I like to yap. Loading. Yeah, we'll send those ships off on the Going Merry, go into the horizon. Anyway, December 27th, 2 days after Christmas, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh, we're right into it now. I'll be honest, it still feels a little strange. Actually, just like when they switch over to a text box, I feel so funny just kind of vibing here in the corner, but also I'm not wearing the kimono today. I feel like it's been a little bit too late to wear the kimono right now. This is a serious time. You know, however serious I can get with this. and however I can actually get serious. Also, I have a full container of water, so that's why I was running a little late to stream. I needed some agua. I needed some water. And it's full too, so it's not like I'm gonna be running out anytime soon. Yay! Gotta stay hydrated when you're voice acting. Yay! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Of course, he's being quiet. Why is it it's always the prosecution? It's never the defense. Why is it always the prosecution has to be so edgy? You know what I did there? Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. I hate Von Karma. I feel like Von Karma should just like go into a ditch. I'm not lying about that. I don't like Von Karma for various reasons. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Let's see if I can get the Von Karma flow. Very well, no opening statements, so... Objection! Oh god. Am I gonna get that today? Not so fast, Judge. There we go. Okay, I can actually think I can manage that today. Yay! Yay! Sorceress can do that. Not so fast, Judge. There we go. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end in 3 minutes. Will end 3 minutes from now, not end in the 3 minutes. What was I talking about? Oh god, Sorceress Zephyr is consistently. Let me reread that. Let me reread the line. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Rabble, 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 rabble. 3 minutes is very fast. At least for him, it would probably be 3 minutes, but for me, it would be like an hour. Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Somehow I managed to say that without, like, fully looking at the screen. That's crazy. Objection! Bah, must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I call my witness now. Right. God. I call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand. Is that mysterious boat shop owner, is it? Or is it someone else? Oh, it is him. Witness, state your profession. Hey, Grandpa. EP guy. Okay, I don't know if I'll get the granddad voice again, but let's see if I can get the Croup voice going again. I used to do it for Croup, but then I think I lost it because you can only do so many old woman / man voices until like they all start sounding very interconnected. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. Yeah, okay, you know what? If he goes southern, okay, I get. If he goes southern, then yeah, that happens. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. Okay, there's a little high tone in there. That's fine. I'll survive. Southern accent, baby. I also ran boats. I cannot get the old man voice. I think I lost track of it. Because I don't hear myself back. I get nervous. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Oh, wow, he actually said please. He said please. Oh, that's so nice. I still hate your guts, though. He has manners. Well, he has guts, but he has manners at least. Please testify. Oh, wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Oh yeah, because, yeah, we don't know who he is. Please objection. Come on. Objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. I forgot, do we have Maya still, or is she still held? Wait, is Maya still held in contempt of court? I think she might be. Is she allowed back? I don't remember if Maya's allowed back. I know Maya was held in contempt during the second day, the other trial, but I don't remember if she's here with us today because she was held in contempt. Because Von Karma did. Because Von Karma was mad. The witness will state his name. Ooh. Well, I'm really not sure yet. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. The incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. I wouldn't know, like, several years of memory, but it's like, if he's got a case of short-term memory loss, that's probably not a good thing. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. Ooh, night of the murder. I think I had the old man voice, but then that's like, I had it the night before, but of course you take a week away from doing any voice acting, your brain does not reconfigure anything. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. Oh, that's how we, nah, I don't like that one. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. That was it. Oh, nope. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. His accent's gonna go all over the place, I think. Just about then, the boat comes back shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Objection! Objection! There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there's only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Oh, it's only, you only got 10 seconds left? Huh. Interesting. Okay, buddy. Well, let's waste those the next 10 seconds, shall we? You say 3 minutes. Bruh, 3 minutes is like nothing. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Cross-examine. Are you nuts? We ain't letting this guy off scot-free. Hell no. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Ooh. I do not have the energy to scream. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. Yay! Judges actually might be growing a spine. That won't last very long. I can already tell that's not gonna last very long. Let's just say, old Judgy is not very good at keeping things, you know, straightforward. He will bend to just about any prosecutor. He will just be like, oh yes, I agree with you, and then realize, oh wait, the attorney actually makes more sense. You may cross-examine the witness. Yeah, I do not have the energy for Von Karma's shout, because I do just, nah. The night of the murder. It was the night of 24th, just after midnight. Yep. Ah, but wait. It always confuses me sometimes. I think this is one of those where I have to press on like every detail for the time being. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Ooh. Objection. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I ran boats, as usual. Press. Press, press. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. But that's not good enough for the court of law. Foreshadowing! Say, Mr. Wright, exactly what is not good enough? Your Honor, this Holly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Wait. Hard on the... No, but you... Oh, he's talking about Polly. Oh, he's talking about Polly. I thought he was... Wow, okay. I thought he was talking about the judge for a second there, and my brain had gone in, like, one different direction. Okay, then. Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Objection! I heard a bang. Yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? Sir? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. It wasn't even dirty-minded. It was just like I thought he was talking about the judge as being female. It wasn't even dirty. It was just like, oh wait, wrong one. He's talking about the parrot. Because judge was like asking in that very moment, and my brain was just like, oh wait, I got that mixed up so badly. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? Out. It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there were two men out there. Yep. Well, you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time? I heard another bang. Second gunshot. So you heard two gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and the man walks by my window. Okay, I'm gonna press on this one again. By your window. Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add to your testimony. Sir? I have a bad feeling about this. The man was the defendant. You were saying, I can't believe he's dead. Wait, how did you hear that outside your window? Huh? Aren't you sure? Yep. I can't help myself. That's how I, like, now I have it, like, stuck in my head now. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Sweet. Yeah, it has to be, like, really thin glass for him to hear, like... Okay, imagine if Edgeworth had been muttering under his breath or something. You wouldn't hear that. Like, if you have to hear someone beyond glass, it would have to be, like, really, really thin glass. Or very thin walls, because it's like, you would not be able to hear anybody unless they were shouting. Dad! Ugh. Dead certain, Keith. I said I can't believe he's dead. He was walking by, too. He said. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Mr. Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy! Gasp. This man is overgasped. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. Uh-oh. I see no room for doubt. On karma. Oh. We walked into a trap, I think. He lured me into a cross-examining so he could set it up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh, hi, Maya. Hi, Maya. I thought you were held in contempt. I guess you're back now. Head pats. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Back quick, or this trial is going to be over. You also say that when you're in shock and that they passed doesn't necessarily mean that he did it. Yeah, this is also true. Raise an objection!
Objection!
Your Honor! We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired the gun.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly! That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I'm gonna continue to raise an objection. This is nah. We continue to raise an objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edward said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. His word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Yeah, but we have only his word. We don't have full-on evidence there, bucko. Apparently, you have yet to realize this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please? I need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk. 3 minutes was past too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. Oh, he's dead asleep. The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretations of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Brace yourselves. Guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately. Be held in the pending trial for higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! Eh? Huh? Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry! What are you doing here? How did you break in, by the way? How did you break in? The doors should be secured. Listen. Listen. You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? Seriously, how did you get into the courtroom without, you know, security? A gunshot! A gunshot! Oh, excuse me, my voice is like going a little nuts. A gunshot! I heard it too! He like literally just busted through the door, or he was in the stands actually. If my prediction is right, he was probably like in the stands and was just like, nah, I ain't dealing with this. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you had the gunshots? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting there in the audience listening to the testimony. Ah, yeah, he was there. Again, how'd you get past security? Then I realized something was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Bang, bang, bang. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Even though this is a completely kangaroo court, this is insane. Although the things I've witnessed. I'm so goofy today. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Edgeworth is just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. Wait, did she like read his mind on that one? You're right. Okay, wait, how did she read my mind on that? Did she like read my thoughts? Larry always shows up when we either need him or he just comes in to make things worse, which unfortunately that last part of him coming in and making things worse is going to be a theme in the next like 2 games. Oh no. It's like gonna be what, the next 2 games? I think he gets like a little bit of screen time in the Apollo series, but he's not seen as much, but he gets he's gonna get a lot worse. Larry tries, yeah. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Even if he did kind of come from the witness stand and just like barged in after a verdict. Seriously though, security needs to be a little tighter around here. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Judge, what do you have to say? Silence. Music is over. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. Even though, once again, I think the security is lacking because he should not have been able to jump down from the stand like that. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Woo! Now, I believe that's actually possible that if something does come up, I think a judge can overturn that, but I don't know. I am not a law major, so I have no idea. He is no longer guilty. It's temporarily overturned until we can figure it out. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? Looks like the turns have tabled, Mr. Karma Von. Mr. Von Karma. Looks like the turns have tabled. I'm so silly. The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. 5-minute recess. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oh, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Yeah, he's gonna be here for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how fast the sorceress can read the material. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake excuse me. Larry was at the lake that night. I almost want to say last night. Yeah. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Oh, you say something right. Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Oh, yeah. Edgeworth, why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. He was in a state of shock. Shock will actually do that to a person. Like, when you're in shock, you do not think clearly. And in this case, Edgeworth did not think clearly when he picked it up. I didn't have any reason, really. Shock makes you do crazy things. Yeah, it's like a subconscious, like, moment. He just did that completely subconsciously. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Don't go British on me, Wright. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? I have it now. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. I just made something unexpected. Sorry, wrong time for that. Wrong time for music. Wrong time for Zephyr music. I still need to do a karaoke again at some point. Although I need to avoid songs that are like completely duets. Never wrong time for music. This is also true. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, Wright. That's right, Nick. You know Larry's testimonies are like Swiss cheese. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Don't worry. Like we said, his testimonies are 90% Swiss cheese. There's only like a small kernel of truth in there somewhere. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. His voice keeps changing too. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Yeah, Larry is essentially the perfect wild card for this. Von Karma didn't have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony the night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the boat rental dock shop dock. Then I was just thinking about going home, and I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Thanks, Larry. Perfectly, reasonable. That was unusually vague testimony even for this court. Wasn't there, like, don't we, like, have, like, a one time where the statement is, like, really vague because it's, like, super duper short? Like, it's, what, 2 sentences long? God, the case after this one is going to be the biggest pain in my backside because I am not familiar with this next one as much as like probably other people are. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine your witness. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go forward, Nick. This is also true. We have no choice but to go forward. This means we have to press him for everything he is worth. That night, I was out on the boat. This one seems pretty legit. I'm not gonna press him on this one for, you know what? I'm at that stage where I get tricked, so I'm pressing everything. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. Time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat on such a late hour? I was looking for something and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Potts, what were you looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Better safe than sorry. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I am not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking it was time to go home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked over at the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Hold it!
Keep pressing him. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Oh. Oh. Larry! You might want to watch what you say there, buddy Palsky. Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case! Bruh, Larry. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Hold it!
So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, everyone's been saying they've been hearing two. Well, Nick? It was pretty wish-wash testimony, wasn't it? I guess we should start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. He says he was out on the lake looking for something. Can I present to him the Oh, wait, do we have the Steel Samurai thing? DL-6 incident? No. Ollie? No. Metal detector? No. Lada's? Oh. Larry said he only heard one gunshot, though. At the Ford Lake. Was not looking for Gordy, technically. Technically, we could probably use Lada's deposition because she heard two gunshots. So Larry say he's only heard one. So that's a bit of a... Gotta sit back in the lake. This bang. Go over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Single. Single. That's the thing, Larry.
Objection!
There we go. He only heard the single gunshot. Lada said she heard two. Make that make sense, Larry. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang. Are you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lada Hart testified yesterday she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Larry. You better watch yourself when you sleep, buddy. You do not get to say that. Okay, I'm gonna get you a drink of water. Bruh. I need a drink of water after that one. Bro, that's not how this works. Larry. This ain't customer service, brother. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard one gunshot, are you sure? Yeah, I rarely have to pull out the angry face. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else. I radio, dude. With my headphones. Ah, the days of radios with... Ah, the days of radios where we get to walk with headphones and cassette tapes. I like my wireless earbuds though, thank you very much. What? Order, order, and stop that booing. Judge. Let me boo. Let me yeet Larry into the abyss, please, for the love of God. He can repent in the abyss. That is the cosmic dwelling that is between my worlds. just like yeet him into the void. It's not even the abyss, it's really just a void. A void of like very pretty galaxies and stars, but unless you don't know where you're going, you are not going to be able to get out of there. Sorceress entrapments. Gotta love it. Just like grab Larry, just yeet him into the abyss, into the void, and then just walk away. Larry, don't meet me in a dark alley. Okay. Okay. I'm not okay. I'm being silly. Mr. Bots! You were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? Not a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? God, I haven't had to do a Larry voice in like since the first case, so I'm a little screechy scratchy with him. So I'm like literally just going back and forth with his voice. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Why are you asking his opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony? Continue. Make him at it. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah. Nothing more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Bots. Please give your testimony and be sure to include the details about, like, your radio. Right, leave it to me. Totally, dude. I think I tried to do a surfer bro voice for him at the beginning, and now I just completely lost it. I think I want to go back to it again. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone Christmas Eve. Wait, don't you have a girlfriend? That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ said too when I heard it. Was she fully on vacation during Christmas Eve? I thought she was back, but maybe I misremember. Maybe she was gone. Beyonce was probably gone for a modeling gig or something. It's always the models, man. Larry, why do you get yourself models? He's got weird taste. I will say that right now. There's no harm in liking what you like, but him trying to bag a model is like, dude, you are going to have a hard time. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Don't you know how bad that is for your ears? Because believe me, people will harp on that subject forever because you can listen to the radios up way too high. I will never understand why. Believe me, that people want to be in their enclosed car with the volume turned up way loud and the bass also turned up really loud, to the point where you hear the brrr, brrr, brrr of the beats from their car. I will never understand that. Will never. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? This is a free country. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Believe me, Larry has been here a few times. We have dealt with him before. Again, as Maya said, his testimony is like Swiss cheese. Objection! Oh, wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? I love this old man. I love this old man. I love him. He's so, like, out of touch with, like, the modern times. It's actually kind of funny. An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What Larry heard. Yeah, I'm not gonna press him on that one because, you know, actually, I'm curious. Honey, was Keontae with you? So you just turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? I don't know what it's like out there on Christmas Eve. You don't know what it's like out there You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Hun. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Larry, I'll one-up you on this. Imagine Edgeworth's situation where he was stuck in jail, in detention on Christmas Day. Just saying. I think Edgy's got you beat on that one. Like, yeah, being lonely on Christmas Eve is one thing. Being in detention on Christmas Day is completely another. And not to mention, Phoenix had to work that day. Man. That man ain't getting a pay raise. Unless, you know, Edgeworth decides to turn out his pockets. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to my All Request show on the radio, see? I'm just gonna press him a little bit more until he drops something. Do you by chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? Oh. Oops, wrong button. Objection. This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. I mean, you could probably, like, figure out which radio station he was listening to see if it was actually running that night. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to a really booming loud, like. I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ said when I heard it too. This is probably the main statement we're gonna press on anyways. I was goofing gaffing at that point. What did she say? Objection. Mr. Wright! Please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Kama has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. You should care, Your Honor. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. I am bluffing out of my ass. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, hmm? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Hold it!
Almost Christmas. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Vakama was right. I'm not sure how this helps at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's a gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Which means, 24th or 25th. Approximately 1 meter away. Shows an empty lake taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50. You did say, they're saying it was almost Christmas. Let me double check some evidence that I had here. This is all DL-6, we don't need to worry about that. Wait. Okay, it's either the Lotta's deposition again, or it's this one. Because she heard nothing because it was taken automatically at 12/24. At 11:50. I think it is Lotta too. I think we have to just give Lotta deposition again. I got two options. One was either right or one was completely incorrect.
Objection!
It was Lotta's deposition again. We were correct. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was gonna like run between either the photo or the or Lotta's deposition again, because that's the only times that those are the only ones that we have like a general time frame. Larry, are you absolutely sure? Are you? Let's try the same way. Larry, are you absolutely sure about what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're gonna try to scare me, you better... No, I don't scare that easy. Yeah, because totally being up here on the witness stand is not frightening at all. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? And here's probably going to become the most memeable thing I think everyone ever quotes, and it's like on a GIF too. The DJ say, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. This is like, I think this is like absolutely gift to hell, especially like before the holidays. Do you realize what this means? I think they animated it slightly differently, or they changed the text boxes. But yeah, it was something along this line. It was kind of funny. When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts with the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. I'm totally not pulling this out of nowhere. Order! Order! What does this mean? Two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he had a gunshot before midnight. Larry's the real MVP with it right now, even though it's like he becomes such a pain sometimes. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts claiming he had the gunshot before midnight? What do you think about Mr. Butts' claim that he hid the gun shop before midnight? He's right, yeah. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. You heard the gun shop before midnight. And not Midnight Suki, no. Our lovely lunar goddess. Intriguing. Assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Oh yeah, because the boat was empty, wasn't it? At like 11:50. So he heard something before midnight and the boat was empty. That's right, there it is. That's where the photo comes in. Because as you can see, this was taken on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. Essentially, Christmas Eve.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? Hmm? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph, it's the fact that the sound was heard. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Midnight's a little older than me, but we kind of like vibe in the same universe. We gotta vibe in the same universe. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That's why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard the gunshot, it was almost definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it was still it would seem to be in the case. That is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming that she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. A false gunshot, probably. It was either like a false gunshot to get the automatic camera to go off, maybe, if they were aware that the camera existed. Just a thought. It's taking 15 minutes after midnight. Wait, Your Honor. That night, there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Oh. 2 gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Gasp. Objection. Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes. Oh, we got a small problem though. If Lotta's camera used up a whole entire roll of film, so she would have had to have exited her car in order to reset the film when she heard the gunshot go off. That is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed and triggered the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Well, the thing is, though, it took a party popper to set it off, but she readjusted it to softer sounds. That's when Maya sneezed. Is it the camera? I think it's the camera. 24. Yeah, it has to be the camera. I think it's the camera. Fired 3 times. This might be a Zephyr pulls a dum-dum, but we'll see. Murder is fired 3 times. The gun, maybe? It's okay, I'm on a 50-50. It's either the gun or it's the camera. I feel like it's the camera, personally, because it is technically set to loud noises. But it faces the lake, and no one was around that night. Go with my gut? Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut on this one.
Take that!
Yeah, oh. Mr. Wright. Ah, we got the camera. So the bar went away. That means I'm not gonna get penalized. Is that a smirk I see? Your Honor. Sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Oh. Oh! They faked me out. Ah, no. I'll ask you again. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed the gunshot? Damn. Can you show the core at 11:50? That was taken at 12:15. Found in the victim's body. Approximately 1 meter away. Not that one. DL-6. No, wait. No, not the metal detector. Heck. No, it's not. It can't be the Gourd Lake one anymore. Murder weapon. Taken automatically on 12:25. Shows an empty lake taken automatically at 12:24. Hmm. Fired 3 times. Bears. I don't think it's the gun. Murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times. Oh wait, maybe. Wait, can the ballistic markings work on this? Oh wait, because of the 3rd gunshot, you're right! Fired 3 times. Okay, yeah, the math wasn't mathing in the brain.
Take that!
Maybe? Yeah, okay, so it was the gun, because brain was not broining, and I think I was thinking a little too... I think I was thinking 5 steps ahead for the future, because I know how this kind of ends up happening, but I think my brain was going into the 5D chess. It was like, it was thinking the 5 steps ahead where I don't need it to be. I was thinking on the 5 steps ahead Zephyr, because that's what happens with this game and me. I could either be completely wrong and completely scuffed, or I am thinking too far ahead and like... Sometimes I think a little too far ahead in the sequence and I'm just like, oh wait, that's not right. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. The math ain't mathin' here, man. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. He's gonna say it's a false one? The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order, order. That would make sense with the evidence we've seen so far. No, it's okay. My brain wasn't like, the math was not mathing either, and I was like struggling for a second there. Because I was gonna end up there eventually, but like, at least it saved me from like completely going too far off the rails. But yeah, sometimes the math ain't math in there, and I didn't think about that. You're good. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I've heard this gameplay done before, so I'm not like fully being spoiled. And it's fine. I make mistakes because let's be honest. Case 2's flub up with the floor plan and the killer was that was a queen of absolute what the hell happened moment. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen the night on the lake. Exactly. This is true. There were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Yeah, you're good. I'm not worried about it. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Huh? I remember the case of the Steel Samurai. Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never get to overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I have got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe. We've already gotten the guilty verdict. We have nothing left to lose. Except Edgeworth. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy. Let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? No, these two cases are completely separate. So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. Hi, Conway. I see you in the box. Wrong, Von Karma. The man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fire on the boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been self-deletion, as modern times say. Do not get completely taken off from YouTube monetization. Please don't demonetize me. I didn't say it. Well, the guilty party has to be none other than the men on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. Yeah, it was absolute Larry. Let's yeet Larry behind bars. That sounds like a great idea to me. He's helping us, but part of me is like, I still want to yeet Larry into the abyss. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. This is assuming. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Interesting. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Well, it's not the murderer in Hammond, because it's still... Wait. I believe it's Edgeworth and the murderer? But it's taken from a completely different angle. It's a different choice of, like, angle. And don't forget, look at the way that these cuffs are. I think that's, like, more of Edgeworth's jacket. I believe it's Edgeworth and the murderer, actually. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, He assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. Because, again, Edgeworth was like 9 when he didn't even know Robert Hammond then either. He was like 9 when the DL-6 incident took place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... We don't know, because we can't put Lotta underneath. We can't chuck Lotta under the bus. That's impossible. It's not Miles Edgeworth, because we know that he's innocent. That's essentially yeeting our own client under the bus. Truth be told, we don't know his name. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again, you wasted my time! I don't know because he never told us. Ooh. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? What did you do? What did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Gasp. Where it really took place? It could have been taken, like, right in the boat shop. I believe it could have taken place, like, right inside the boat shop, because who's gonna know? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection!
Objection! Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. I am so tired of your stuff, Von Karma. Need a drink. I need a drink of water. I forget, this is like the longest part of the case, I think. This is like the second longest part of this trial. Is like this half. It may be long, but it is interesting. Indeed it is. Oh. The night he was out on the lake in the boat searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. Oh, he was literally right next to the house when it happened. He could, but because of the maybe because of the low volume of the gunshot, he probably thought it was like on the lake. Maybe. I heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Because it was like really close by, and because the gunshot probably wasn't like, it was probably so loud enough to echo on it, he might have thought it was like on the lake, even though there was no boat. And where would that be if he just returned a boat? The boat shop. Gasp. Let him cook. Let the Phoenix cook. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gold Lake? Please tell the quote from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh god, that face! This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. He then got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. And who fired the pistol on that boat, Mr. Wright? It was the boat shop caretaker, of course. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? To create evidence. Details? Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer shot twice. To create witnesses. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and then fires again. Then... the murderer jumps into the boat from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Oh, I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men in the boat had shot the other. No worries. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. Oh. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. And threw the body into the lake. That is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired on the night of that night on Gourd Lake. At least according to my opinion. Or at least my hypothesis. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Oh. Bonk, bonk. Very well. While waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go out on the lake that night? What Wright said was mostly correct, surprisingly. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said that he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Edgeworth, don't make yourself suspicious again. Your Honor, sir! Your Honor, sir! Bailiff? What? We are conducting a trial here. I ask you to remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't in the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. He gone. He gone. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. I am. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from underneath that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even though Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony, Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get off my chest, but... Romance. I can't make up my mind. What's this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. To be continued. In just 5 minutes. Save my progress up to this point? Yes. Because we're gonna do the investigation unit and then we'll wrap up we'll do the final part of the trial, I think, next week. Save my progress. Yes. Because I think the absolute final trial is probably gonna be like the longest one with Turnabout Day 3 investigation, yeah, because but yeah, we'll do the investigation, and then I think the next part of the trial is going to be relatively longish. If not, it's going to be just a semi short stream next week for this one. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. I think the final trial is actually relatively longish because of all that it contains.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never!
Nick.
Oh! Yo! How's it going, everyone? What do you think of my performance today? I heard him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on. Tell me the truth. Was it like love at first sight, right? Dude. You have fiancé, unless you broke up with her recently. Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. Due to the stress. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. He just like busted it on the serious moment. It was just like, nah, you should be bowing before me. Bro. Bruh. I will cast you into the void. I swear to all things holy. Anyway. Today's trial. Excuse me. Goodness. Larry, you really helped in that trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Not like when you just burst in here at the very serious moment.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty, well, edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Is he still... Wait. Yeah, yawning is very contagious, I've come to realize. Goodness me, I had coffee before this, and somehow I'm getting eepy again. Daylight savings, bruh.
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Us two?
Edgeworth and... who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me?
Oh, Maya! Oh, Maya, I need to give the Goofy Goober a little bit of a head pat. Oh, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, that was rough. That's rough.
Like, why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
I think at that point he was just messing with her.
Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget. One sec. Phew! There it is. Oh, give me a second. Make sure that doesn't happen twice. Ooh. Okay, I had to make sure that wasn't gonna happen twice. Thank you. My seasons either comes in pairs or it comes in triplets. Ooh. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. What is this, Danganronpa? Ooh, I had a little bug out there.
It's a class trial.
I'm never doing that twice. I'm not doing the Monokuma twice. At least not in this one. Maybe one day I'll do Danganronpa. I've been kind of like meaning to do Danganronpa, but I think Danganronpa is also equally like completely voice acted too, so. There we go.
A class trial?
The class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh.
I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Ooh. Yeah, I can imagine that $38, especially back then, was probably a lot. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it!
Guilty! It was you, thief! Give this money back! You're such a meanie. No one play with him.
Just admit you did it. You can't handle the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no bar- Whoa, God, this is going fast.
Give me my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey,
Ooh. That went by too fast. My throat started to hurt. I wish I could have read that, but that text went by so fast.
now, Phoenix. You know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
Even the freaking teacher believed all this. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money who'd been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs.
Miles.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. God, it's like Among Us. You ever get those like times in Among Us where it's just like for whatever reason everyone just gangs up on the one person and just like whoever shouts the loudest is like suddenly they're the one person who is completely probably innocent and all it takes is just a big old shouting match and then it's like, oh yeah, we'll believe you, and then we just kick them all out. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over.
We had Edgeworth at our back the entire time. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah. Well, I was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have really thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Ugh, hate that saying. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Ah, he's so sweet. He's so adorable. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL-6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably has to do with his father's death.
So sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark suspicions of a demon attorney? Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, I thought the Edgy I used to know it all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. Oh yeah, Phoenix did try to get in touch with him a few times before the— I'm assuming this was like way before the trial with Maya and Mia's death. If he tried to get a hold of him, that's like, oh, that's sad. He never replied. He ghosted me, man.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I could just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he'd become. That's when I decided. That's when he also decided to take up Maya's case.
Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying anything I do it for free. I kind of need money around this place. Oh, Nick. Nick!
Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I don't think he's an amphibious creature, Maya. He's not a lizard folk from D&D. Is it a little too soon in the year for that? No, I think it's about the time frame for D&D to be kind of around. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need, so I'm assuming the Gordy article is also gone too. Okay, let's go. So I think our court record is officially cleaned out yet. Yes, it is. We have 2 tabs, but we're missing like a bunch of stuff, so that's good. A lot of the evidence has been kind of cleared up a tad bit, like the Gourd Lake thing. I guess we'll move to the detention center first. Let's go check on Edgy. December 27th, detention center, visitor's room. You look grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't. Oh yeah, he said he has some gaps in his memory too, didn't he?
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe. Yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. But why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to become a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago. The three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. Yeah, Edgeworth's backstory is really sad. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in the court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. But you still like me, right? Right, Edgeworth? What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. Well, oxygen deprivation can also like lead to memory loss because you're not getting oxygen to your brain. So that actually can cause memory loss with oxygen deprivation. It's not just trauma too, but yeah, a little bit of both. A bit of trauma, a little bit of oxygen deprivation. That young man cannot remember a thing. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. I guess we continue moving. Gourd Lake entrance. December 27th, Gourd Lake entrance. Gumshoe, my buddy! Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Last one today, eh? Oh, I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. I added way too much starch in it, you know. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It is my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Whee! I'm trying to bring levity to this by trying to be wacky, but it's becoming so serious now. This case is becoming so serious. I'm trying to put wacky, and it's hard to put wacky in something serious.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, and one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently a park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in there for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Maya, I praise you for your pun. Congratulations. You get head pats, Maya.
Pat, pat, pat.
Wishu, wishu, wishu. Head pats for the pun. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye. Well, I guess we can't go to the woods. Birds are back. Birds are back. How dare you? The birds are back. No, not the birds. Gourd Lake Public Beach. I guess we just kind of retrace our steps until we can track our steps no longer. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Well, I guess we can go. Can we move back to the boat rental shop and see what happens? December 27th, boat rental shop.
The old caretaker got away.
Yep.
Never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello, what might you be doing here? Oh, for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Ah, Mr. Grossberg. This is no time for idle reminiscing.
I actually forgot Grossberg was in here. Aside from that earlier tidbit, I forgot Grossberg was actually in this trial scene. In this case scene. Yeah. Yes. That is true, yes. But from what I saw in today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well... he important, no? Probably a little bit.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I might be able to offer you some assistance. Oh yeah, he does kind of assist us in this like little bit, doesn't he? Thanks. Bye. See ya.
What do you think of What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? Can we move inside? Oh, we can. December 27th, caretaker shack.
Nobody's home.
Hello.
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
I get used to that. That's gonna be a theme. Guess we'll just kind of like examine Polly. I don't think we got really much choice.
Maybe I should take care of Polly. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick?
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's going to hate me. I don't think there's much we can actually do around here, so we gotta go ahead and go back and move. Oh god, wait, hang on. Wait, what about the case, actually? I just forgot, because we had Mr. Crazy Pants here like a little while ago.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to that safe, the safe, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Now parents say ding!
Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww. But hey, keeps it locked, right? There must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
12/28. I just noticed that. Oh, that's a particular date, isn't it? I guess there might be a clue or two. There's only one thing in here. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get your revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of this letter goes to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Ooh. It was, that would be what we call premeditation. It's not murder, but it was like, actually, wait, it is murder now because Robert Hammond's dead, so. Technically speaking, it was a very premeditated plot.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following these instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean, get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Ah, excuse me. Good thing I doubled back, because that would have been bad if I completely zoned that out, right? I would have been lost, and I would have like been wait a minute. Very important evidence. Very, very important. Okay, Gore Lake entrance. Did we go to Mr. Grossberg's office from Wright & Co?
One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
Can we go to... Yes, we can. We can go to Grossberg's. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. He's out. Again.
When does he work anyway?
Oh no, don't be so harsh. Guess let's come back later. Okay, fair enough. Detention center, maybe? Present Edgeworth with this very interesting letter. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Oh. Oh, he's aware. Revenge? On me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So, he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it's time to get your revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL-6 incident. Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL-6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Oh, got a new talking point, I think. Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Ooh. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were here before, we were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. He passed out, definitely. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why do you want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Buckle in, everyone. We're in for a wild ride. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. The nightmare. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Keep going. I can't breathe. You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court, or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Sorry. Sorry, Edgeworth, bad typing, I know. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. Man, he's trauma dumping, but I'm not gonna ban him from chat on that one. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it in that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why you wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I am the true criminal of the DL-6. I shot my father. This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL-6 incident... Grossberg!
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL-6.
We gotta go talk to Grossberg. Grossberg! December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg! Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not...
My. Just calm down and tell me what happened, hmm?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
Oh, poor Maya. She's struggling. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder
What?
if that's the case. Why do you two look so troubled?
Well,
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. But it was an accident, though, to be fair.
no. And he was like, he did that. He accidentally, he was a child. He didn't know better. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder because his career as a bailiff was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Yeah, accident or not, it still technically happened. Thus, the sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. How about Gregory Edgeworth? What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Nope, no surprise at all. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. As a result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Ooh. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth, and I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it.
So you're saying he falsified his testimony?
That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Can I present to him the letter? Oh, this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Edgeworth couldn't have done it. Yanni Yogi couldn't have done it. He couldn't have wrote that himself. Could it have been Karma? Could it be Manfred Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, music stopped. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does that mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Again, another talking point. Prosecutor von Karma. If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. Oh. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that?
Excuse me?
Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Gregory versus Manfred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for that man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years in prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations?
No, that man does not take vacations. He's not like me, who actually tries to maintain her proper mental health stability whenever it comes to needing to take a break.
Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
I think he's actually European. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case. Yeah, I deserve a break every now and then, Drew. It's true. That was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe they... excuse me. Sorry about that, my boy. I believe the penalty upsets him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL-6. You can bet on it. But if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL-6...
I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick... Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care! I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I'd go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you! I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials...
I guess we move to... hey Edgeworth, give me... Sorry, Edgeworth, mwah, love you, gotta go.
December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for that old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check the records room again.
Well, now I can't have it, just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. Uh-oh. You can go in as long as he's there. Why do I have a bad feeling about that?
On Karma?
Yes, he just arrived, actually. Karma's in the records room.
And Nick, let's hurry.
Why do I have a bad feeling about... Oh, boy. I have a bad sensation about this. Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. December 27th, Police Department records room.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. I cannot imagine, like, police record rooms are that clean. I believe that if you go into a police place with, like, records, you will, like, find things with, like, layers of dust. Because I'm pretty sure they keep physical and, like... I'm pretty sure they keep, like, physical and digital evidence. Or records, rather.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing he isn't here. On Karma. Guess we just kind of, like, look around, I guess. Ooh, doors open?
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says unsolved cases evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick, the file for DL-6, it's completely empty.
What? What are you doing here? Von Karma!
Okay.
You. How do you know my name? Buddy. We've literally been in court trials for, like, what, 2 days now? Bro. My man, we have literally been we've been, like, challenging against each other. Well, I guess he probably doesn't know Maya that, what? No, Maya's been there too! You held her in contempt of court!
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying?
We see each other every day, don't we? Every other day. Excuse me.
We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Also, look what he's got underneath his arm. He's got material under his arm. That's not good. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against him, your defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. Right? Von Karma is going to bring up the DL-6 in court tomorrow. Are we going to present him with the letter? Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? This is bad, Phoenix. You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. That's not good. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble of bringing it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. What?
Nick, what is that thing?
Uh-oh. A stun gun? For self-defense? Usually... Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. I would say if that's illegally modified, but I might have looked a little too far into the Higurashi one. Now give me the letter.
No. No!
What are you?
Nick, run!
Ooh. Maya! Out of my way!
Maya! By the way, I hope anyone was not, like, allergic to flashing lights. I forgot that happened.
Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL-6 evidence. All of it. Act having no clues. Wait, I had jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. Maya? Oh, she's good. She's okay.
The letter. You take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot of that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. You think they made copies? I think it's I think at this stage it was probably like impossible for them to make copies completely. I think the only things they were able to make copies of are autopsy reports. I don't know about copies of evidence like that. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about that her self-confidence first. Hmm? Maya, she's holding something. What's that? A bullet? Oh my god, Maya got away with one thing. DL-6 incident evidence, number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Oh my god, Maya swiped it. DL-6 bullet stashed in pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
To be continued.
Could come off as forged or what is... Yeah, fabricated evidence and photocopied. Good question. I don't know, but... Yeah, but we're in the thick of it now. But... As fun as it would be to do the final day trial, I'm going to save the finale for next time. I'm going to save the finale for next time because it's getting to be that time of night. Your girl gotta go to bed. Yeah, I know. It's always sad to see me go when it's time, but it's time. Don't worry. We'll finish this up all nice and we'll wrap this up in a neat little bow next week. We'll wrap this up, we'll finish this case, and then maybe we'll start the beginning of the next one, but I don't know. We'll see how I feel about that. But yeah.
I'm gonna bap out. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Owl event in Honkai Star Rail. But for now, have a good rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow. Owl! I know, we're all excited for the end, but guess what? That's the point of a cliffhanger. We'll just leave you begging for more. But yeah, okay. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Okay. Bye bye. 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 Take care. Bye bye. Bye.